Hello once again, this is Chris Maynor coming to you from the campus of Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. This is the final installment in our four-part video series on the syllabus. I'd like to ask you to turn to the third page of your syllabus and scroll about a third of the way down, and there is some discussion here of the textbook. I've already mentioned the importance of our textbook, the fact that not only the content but also the evaluation instruments for our course are based on this textbook. We're using a book by Thomas and Maurice. The title is Managerial Economics: Foundations of Business Analysis and Strategy. The book is currently in its 11th edition, but you can use an earlier edition. You can use the e-textbook version. You can rent the book. Whatever is most cost efficient for you. I would recommend, if you haven't already, that you get the book quickly and get it in as soon as possible. Get a rush order on it. You need the book as soon as possible. Each week there are sections within the textbook that will be assigned. I give you an example here that in week 2 the concept of supply is covered in chapter 2, section 2. You'll see that on the last page of your syllabus. We'll get there in just a moment. But I tried to be very clear, very specific, to indicate the appropriate sections within the textbook that deal with the topic we're covering. As I said before, I'll say this again, I can't imagine successfully completing this course without the textbook. So if you haven't purchased the book, you need to do so quickly. The grading for our class, again, there are 7 exams, 12% each for 84% of the course grade, and quizzes cumulatively are 16%. I believe there are a total of 12 quizzes. So again, exams weigh much more heavily than the quizzes do. That gives us a total for 100 points. I use a standard a standard 10-point scale. To get an A, you have to have at least a 90%. B starts at 80%. C at 70%. I have no problem with students communicating with one another regarding lessons, regarding quizzes. However, once the exam starts, I would ask that you do your own work. No collaboration, no communication. Exams should be done on your own. You have the textbook, you have your notes there at hand, but no communication outside with other students during the exam. So as a Christian institution, we have a certain code of conduct. Christian or not, we have a code of conduct, and I ask that you do take this very seriously. Violating the academic integrity policy is grounds for failure. And then the last page of our syllabus contains the class calendar. You're getting ready to start the first week, and you'll see that the topics that are on Moodle, measuring profit, the profit maximization rule, the equimarginal principle, are all covered in the Thomas and Maurice book, and I give you the appropriate sections there. So some students choose to read first and then do the online activities. Others prefer the online activities first. It really doesn't matter, just as long as you're getting a good dose of both. Well, I believe that concludes our analysis, our look at the syllabus. I've covered everything. You're now ready to move forward and to begin the material for week 1. I wish you well. You're in my prayers, And again, if there's questions, concerns, problems along the way, shoot me an email and I'll get back to you very quickly. Good luck.